just got my Jeep JK OR-Fab sports cage and install it step by step and video it and show you guys how it's done. When you get your OR-Fab sports cage, is you want to take out all the parts, make sure you have everything. OR-Fab says they're really dedicated to making sure you're not missing any parts, and if you have any problems, you just contact them. When you get your kit, you'll want to tap out your threaded holes because the powder coat fills them in and just makes your install a lot easier. When you tap your holes, there's going to be two holes here, threaded, and then here, up here, and on the other side, here and here. Once you prep your sports cage by tapping the holes, you'll then want to take your top off, your doors off, and clear any parts of the Jeep away that you'll need to be working on. With cutting out the aluminum edges on the dash, getting the grinder in there is not too bad, but if you're worried about the close space in the wire harness, if you use a center punch in, just like connect the dots along the corners, and then just beat it out with a hammer. It seems to come out pretty clean. You can see here and up here. When making the lower cut, I'll tell you it's very much worth your time to open up your glove box, remove your speaker, and move that wiring harness away, and then make your lower cut. You're going to trim this plastic back here flush with this tab. I went straight down to here because it looked like that's how the roll bar is made. We'll see. You insert the streamer bar on the crossbar with the holes in the crossbar facing forward, away from the streamer bar. And then from there, you'll take the sidebars and install them all at the same time with your crossbar and your dash bar. What I found is if you trim the bottom plastic right here, at the bottom of the dash, you get a little clearance that you need when you mount the floor bar and the top bar. Once you get your windshield back up and you align your brackets, which is just snug the front two bolts in place, you'll remount your plastic. I've got 2 inches thick here, going for 5.5 inches down, and then my width is 1 3/4 inches. So if you want to trim yours out without a lot of slack, do 2 inches thick of plastic here, 1 3/4 inches wide gap across, and go 5.5 inches deep. That'll give you a good cutout on your plastic. You double check your measurement that you measured earlier from your roll bar to your windshield. I had 31 inches, both sides of the vehicle. You want to check both sides, write down the measurement, and then return the windshield to that dimension. Later on, I used a tie-down strap to bring the windshield in a little closer. Got all my cage bolts tightened up. I got my windshield measured off. I'm all square and aligned. My top windshield bolts tight. I just tightened my pinch weld bolts in here. I also tightened my floorboards. I'm tight all the way around on the cage, and I think we're good to go to put it all back together. But always stick with your instructions, do what they say, you'll be good. I got the sport cage put in. I just need to put the self-tapping screws on a streamer bar. Should be good to go. And then get my foam and padding reinstalled. When installing your padding, the instructions say to cut off the inserts. I ended up drilling a hole in the roll bar under here and under here. You can look on your stock bar to find out where to drill those holes. Then on the corner padding, I ended up cutting out 3 sections to clear bolts in the bracket. And then I folded the roll bar cover back, zipped it up while it was folded, and tucked everything in. Nice clean look. Happy with how it turned out. Just gotta put my top on, my doors on, and enjoy it. It took a fair amount of time. Then again, I was videoing and doing the work at the same time. But really like the look of it. Everything came out nice and clean, and well done. It looks nice and sturdy, padding on. I just hope I never have to use it, because if I do, I'm sure I'm flipping it over at Moab or something. Well, wish you luck with your project, and adios.